Oh, is that right? Good thing I did everything. That way two stuff.
No.
Sure.
Yeah. You guys ever tried doing that? I don't know. You know, it's a year.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open the Board of Works meeting. Please rise for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, please, Carol.
Mayor Sheets,
Present.
Greg Miller,
Present.
Megan Sheets.
Okay, we have the minutes from November 28th, 2022 regular meeting.
I'll make the motion that we approve the minutes from November 28th.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Same.
Megan Sheets.
Aye. Okay, next we have the claims.
They are. There are.
Towards the end of the year.
So I'll make the motion that we approve the claims as submitted this evening.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye. Are there any public comments? Nothing, okay. Next we'll move on to the department reports. Chief Scott Shoemaker.
Good evening. I want to start the blue promotions last, if you're okay. There's a resolution Les has prepared for our server. It's at the end of the life. I'd ask that the board approve it, and then we'll encumber the money. $14,500 and provides it's
Okay, and you do have the invoice or whatever you need to, yeah,
exhibit A.
okay.
I'll make a motion that we accept resolution 2021, 14,500 provided.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Okay, it's taken care of.
Crossing guards is on the agenda tonight. It's not a job that everybody, this thing is loud.
It is really loud. I know.
Can you hear me? How about that, Carol?
Yeah, that would be my advice.
So we advertised for crossing guards and had two apply. One can only do half a day afternoons. We've sent them for pre-employment screenings. The drug tests are not back yet. I don't know. My request to the board, without naming any names tonight, is if we were to get those back, tomorrow, Wednesday, if we bring these two individuals on. We are short 3 crossing guards right now due to resignations. So that's what I'm asking, if we can do that, if you'll approve that. If not, we will, right now, the officers, code enforcement, maintenance, myself, will be covering these positions through the end of the year.
I'm perfectly fine once you get those results back. Did you say you've done the background or have not?
We've had the background for drug screenings.
All right, okay. As soon as that comes back, if they're clear, I'm good. If you want to do that, does someone want to make that motion? We allow them to go ahead and do that.
I'll make a motion, we approve those hirings pending the release of proper drug screening.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
The other department reports, we've taken ownership of the Ford Ranger for code enforcement. Ed Russell driving that. We got that quicker than we did the truck from last year. So we're currently, we'll put lights and decals on it in January with our new budget. Tonight, with our changes as a department over group, with retirees, or we'll have our next meeting, we'll announce our retirees for 23. But before that, we have 2 open sergeant positions, and I'm asking that the board approve my promotion of officers Zachary Nichols and Mitchell Cottrell to the rank of sergeant effective December 24th, 2022. Just a brief information on the officers. Officer Nichols has been an officer with the Frankfort Police Department now since 2008. 18. I missed the one there. I knew I was wrong. 2018. He is a firearms instructor, a member of our SWAT team. He was a 2021 Officer of the Year, and Nichols will report to Patrol Squad D. Officer Mitchell Cottrell. He's been an officer with the Frankfort Police Department since 2015. He's our emergency vehicle operations advanced instructor, field training officer, and also a member of our SWAT team. He will report to Patrol Squad B. So approval of the board, I'd like for Mayor to swear these 2 individuals.
I'll make a motion that we approve the sergeant promotions to Officer Nichols and Officer Cockrell as presented by Chief Schuler.
Second motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Okay, they're approved for the promotion.
All right.
What did we get through? You ready? Okay, I, Zachary Nichols, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America,
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Indiana,
of the State of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly
and honestly
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as sergeant
as sergeant
according to law
according to law
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. You're-
Oh, you got one.
Sergeant Nichols. Congratulations. I, Mitchell Hunt, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of Indiana, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and honestly discharge the duties of my office as sergeant according to law and to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
I agree with what you said.
I was a little too slow.
He's my buddy right here. He's your chief.
Okay. Sergeant Cottrell.
It's easy.
Oh, they were. These are the good times, aren't they? I love it. Great things are happening at the police department. Okay, next we have this one. Next we have fire department, Chief Matt Stidham.
All right, good evening, everybody. First thing on the agenda that I had was resolution 22-20, purchase of hydraulic. Just want to get the board's approval to continue on with the certification package. It's going to be Hearst tools that will go on potentially engine 3, battery powered. It is the newest model that they have, and the amount was $35,300. Special permit.
I'll make a motion that we approve the special purchase of the resolution 22-20 for $35,300 for that first extrication package.
So I second the motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye. Okay, that resolution's been approved. Moving forward with the purchases. And I just want to thank you, Matt, for all that you've done in the fire department. I've seen a lot of good things happening. Renovations to the buildings. We are making sure our equipment's up to date. We're having testing done. And I really appreciate that.
It's not a problem at all. In that, just want you guys to know that they did tear out the wall today at headquarters, so.
Oh my gosh.
So now our kitchen is double in size. We're gonna have a little bit of renovation still left to do, but it actually looks very good. They did a great job today, so that is another upgrade that they've done. Trying to get the expansion with the probability of having new employees and not having a station, we really need some room, so we took out a wall, thanks to Don's office for at least coming and taking a look and making sure it was safe for us to do. We took that wall out today, so Josh Hewitts and his group did that work.
Well, thank you.
It's all cleaned up and ready. I'll have some pictures and some things I'll post next week or so, and some other renovations we've gotten done in the last few weeks. So just kind of keep your eye out for that. Last thing I have is I wanted to make sure, and I didn't have it in your guys' package, so that's why I handed it out today. It's just a mapping. I wanted you guys to see the mapping that the territory for Washington Township that will be covered. So there's two maps there. The first map is going to be what the engines will cover, like engine 1 and engine 3. And that includes what they currently do now, but also the added portion that we've added. This is what I sent over to the director over at Clinton County Central Dispatch for what our mapping was going to be, and so she can get that ready. The other page that you see on the second one, that's going to be medical responses. So you can see squad 1 took a little bit bigger of an area there, so that way we can kind of divvy that up a little bit and make it a little bit more economical for everybody. So just want to make sure you guys were aware of those changes, had those with you, and was able to at least take a look at them in case anybody ever had any questions.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I think that's all that I have.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Street Department, Mason Forsythe.
Thank you, Mayor. Don't have a whole lot tonight, but wanted to kind of give everyone an update on State Road 28. I believe I sent some information out, but the latest schedule from last Tuesday, I believe. The latest date on there was December 28th. There's dates all over the place on there with different types of things going on down there. I know they're finishing up pouring approaches to driveways, people's residents. They're doing a lot of concrete work right now. Thankfully, the weather's cooperated with them. We've been up in the 40s. So they're doing a lot of sidewalk work, some temporary striping, I believe. I don't think it's permanent striping. Assuming once, when the warms up next year, in spring, they'll come back and do the permanent things. But really looks nice. I drove down there today. It's really looking good down there. So we had an issue, just want to give you an update on an issue on one of the new trash trucks. We had a radiator issue. We ended up taking it over to Steve Freightliner, and they took care of the problem. Obviously, there's warranty and everything like that, so it's back running. Really didn't slow us down too much. We had the other two. We did get the used truck. I believe I spoke to you guys about that, so we had the used one and the other brand new one we've been using, so it didn't slow us down. Anyway,
So how do you think things are going on the out-of-city trash?
It's going really well. Yeah, I mean, we're still knocking on doors, trying to get some people that did a couple places today, to try to get some people to change up. One day was particularly where someone had a garage, and they had a small area outside the side of the garage where we had to, if you just lift it where they put it, you just couldn't go anywhere. You'd have to go way ahead and load it, and then back up and lay it where it was at. But the homeowner came out and just asked to put it out on the wall dash for us, and it was very nice. So we started doing that. So just little things like that. We're having some problems finding some people home, obviously, at the end of the day. So a couple of my guys actually, it's in their area, they've been actually walking the neighborhood a couple of times, trying to make contact with people. And get that done. Overall, the guys are staying up on the maintenance, getting cleans every Wednesday, recycle, getting everything greased up. It needs to be, everything's going pretty well.
Do you notice any difference in recycling since?
No, recycling is still pretty strong. And, we guys are getting out, we rotate guys in and out to be on the back to try to bring the recycling day. We've had some people, a few people request additional cans, probably 30. Not near what you would want. I mean, a lot of people are starting to figure out that those cans are pretty good size. They do hold a lot of trash. So,
And that's working out okay at the billing office, working that out good.
Everybody's been coming out and signing the contract. We either take it with them. I've been adding the new serial numbers to those addresses, and or we'll even take it out and give it to them too. Yeah, good. I'm still looking to, just want to let the board know, I'm still looking, I have had for quite a while an entry-level full-time position on the website. Thought maybe we had one, background check came back. I didn't go to the drug test today, so we might be back to the drawing board again on that. But we're still one short at the department. Training-wise, going back to the trash real quick, training-wise, we've done a lot of training. We've got about 8 guys now that went through that. We're really close to going to where we'll have one person in the truck, each truck, and everybody else.
Bring someone up.
Right there, train those people now. Maybe another 2 weeks, and we'll have really good.
Now, weed collection, we stopped that.
Yeah, we're gonna still, we've got one machine, we took 2 machines, cleaned them up, we still have one new machine that, we're gonna go over and do some things with. I've asked, just like every year, that you guys would give a brush, if they haven't seen it, you grab it, if it's close to where they're at, go ahead and grab it. Pick it up like a wood brush. It always seems.
I was gonna say, what about the brush, because I see there's still maybe some brush out there,
Brush.
so.
Brush, we made a really big headway on it last week. Because it got kind of put on the side here a little bit. We've had a lot of people off on vacation at the end of the year. They kind of got pushed to the side to finish up leaves and get that done. Last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, brush all day long. So made a lot of get rid of all the tickets there. And again, we just want to remind people, if you have a brush pile, you gotta let us know. We're always want to bring by your house and see it. If we do, we'll pick it up. But, we've had some pretty massive piles we were doing the last couple of weeks, so people are cleaning up. So, other than that,
Thank you
part of the course.
to you and to the guys that get out there and clean those brush piles and leaves up. I think it's really important to make the city nicer. And I think it's good for the people that we actually have that service for. So if they do it themselves, right, if they do any cutting down anything by themselves, we'll pick it up. So.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Jason. Okay, building services, Don.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. Talk a little bit about our permit report first. In November, as you can see, we tried to hit a low spot. We've only passed out 58 permits for the month of November, totaling revenue of $2,267, way down from last year, over $5,000, and even down from 2020 when it was 3,700. But for me, I still say the good thing that's going on is that the 30-day electrical permits are still coming in, which usually means that those are homes that haven't had electricity to them for a long period of time, that are being purchased or being moved forward in some way or another to put somebody in the building. So I think all that is good things. And then roofs were the other options for November. And that's never gonna go away. We're always gonna be doing roofs. We just got out a permit for the chief back there for his building on South Clay Street this evening. So they get started on that. The other thing that I have for you is when Kimberly was working on the grant process for Mash Road,
Yes.
and all the ADA transition plans and the Title VI implementation plan, what we noticed was they were outdated as far as who was the person to be making contact with. We have updated both of those plans, making just the changes in there were just name changes in those two plans so that those plans could be used in the future for grant purposes for streets and any other activities that require them. And Kimberly thought it would be a great idea, and it is a great idea to bring it before you and have you pass the ADA transition plan. 2022 is what we put on it, along with the Title VI implementation plan. Nothing changes in the plan, nothing. Well, let me just say, ADA, we adjusted into 2020's information that came across from, it changed the number of people, residents in the community, and
Of the census.
yeah, we used the 2020 census for just the residence process. That's the only thing that changed. We didn't change anything else except for the names to update the contact person and the contact office.
Okay,
And that's all we did.
which I do think that's important to get that done. I'm glad that we realize that, sometimes you just find out as you go through it, so, with no other changes, just only the contact information. I am good with it. It's a plan that they worked on in 2019, 2020. So it's an updated plan.
Les, can we pass those collectively then?
Yes.
I'll make the motion then that we accept the changes as Don has noted within the plans, main changes for the Title VI implementation plan, as well as the ADA transition. We do note the implementation plan is 2019 on the.
Yeah, yours does. I caught that this morning.
Okay.
And
We're gonna change that.
I changed it this morning, so.
So, both dated as of this
2022.
I second the motion as presented.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
The last thing I want to talk about, Mayor, is our part-time employee Jasmine. What a great find for us. She's already has helped us out in a couple of situations where we needed some Spanish speaking to go on to get everything on the right line, and that worked out really, really well. And she's catching on quickly, and we're really happy to have her. So I just wanted to give you a little update on how well she's doing.
I talked to her the other day. She said she likes it here, so I said, that's good. That's a start.
That's a good thing, yeah. We try to make sure that everything goes well and as simple as possible for her. And we'll break her in as we get into a busier time. But this is a great time to bring her in. We're going to be able to do a lot of things now. One of the things that we'll start to look at once Ashley gets back after the first of the year, is we'll be able to start scanning our plans that are downstairs, and working on that project and getting them recorded and looking forward to getting that done. That office, that room over there is a mess. Gotta try to figure out how we're gonna do it all, but, we'll get that accomplished and help you with that.
Okay,
Thank you, man.
thank you, Don. And thank you and Kimberly for all your work on EPA and Title VI. Getting that updated for us. Thank you. Okay. Parks Department, Katie Ann. You have anything for us tonight?
So I have, one event that needs to be approved to have alcohol. Slavi's Food and Freedom will be the one to be serving the alcohol at this event. And I've spoke to him and he's gonna do the proper, paperwork to get it filed. Their event is January 7th, so I wanted to make sure I got this in as quickly as possible for them.
Okay, I think as long as he can get all the paperwork done, I think that's all we need on their side, I think, to make that legal.
Yes. And I'll have, I'll make sure I have everything in, I notified them that I have to have everything before they can have alcohol there.
Okay, okay.
I'll make the motion, we approve the January 7th event at Prairie Creek Park.
I second the motion.
Roll call please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Okay, that got approved.
Awesome. And then I just have, some things about festival lights that, we're excited about that happen. So we have to order more candy canes. So we had 14,000 candy canes starting out, and now we're down to 2,500 candy canes.
Are you kidding? Oh, that's
So,
great. though.
and we have this weekend, and then next week and next weekend. So I, have been trying to keep track of how many people have been going through. So I put around 864 candy canes in each tote. And so after each night, I either asked them, can you send me a picture of you guys from volunteering, and then also a picture of the tote so I could know. And then I go in there and I will take it. So we average 860. So I did this based on there are 5 people most of the time in a car. So I did 864 because that's how many candy canes are in tote. And I divided that by 5, and that puts us at about 180 cars coming through in just that tote. And so then we average about 1,500 candy canes on the weekend, and that's just, that's not Christmas weekend yet. So, and I've heard from the past that it's very busy on those days. So I have to order about 3,000 more candy canes.
So that's a good problem to have.
Yes.
I love it.
And then I do just want to let you know that we have a lot of GFIs out there at the park with our displays. When it rains or when the snow melts in the water, the GFIs trip. And so it's the safest way to make sure there isn't a fire or displays don't catch on fire. So when there is rain, some of our displays go out. And so it has to almost stop raining in order for us to get the displays to come back on because it'll keep tripping. So we had a couple of the guys out there this past weekend on both Saturday and Sunday, checking all the displays and turning them all back on for everyone. So I just wanted to let you know that's maybe why some of the lights were out. All the displays were not working as well this past weekend. And then we have our Christmas movie this Friday at the neighborhood center at 6:30. I'm going to have The Grinch, the animated version, play. And we'll be handing out free popcorn and hot chocolate. I thought it'd be a good choice to hand out hot chocolate. And then I do have about 5 giveaways to give. So I'm gonna have people, I have little tickets, so they'll hold on to their one ticket, we'll keep one, and then throughout the night. And then there will also be a pop-in surprise from 2 characters possibly on that night. So to kind of give the kids something cool and exciting. So we've been decorating the inside of the neighborhood center today and this week. I put up a tree, and then there's some not How the Grinch, but Dr. Seuss themed displays in there. So we're gonna make it super
I
exciting.
love this idea. That's really great.
I'm very excited.
At least the movies are gonna still be through
Yes,
for a little
yeah.
bit. They don't just have to be outside
Right,
this summer. So
and
good
we-
idea.
With the 2 that had to be canceled due to weather, I didn't want to just not have movies, so that's why we went ahead and did Halloween, and then I said a Christmas. All three, yes,
All three.
everything's free.
So did we have sponsors, is that right? Or
We don't
between
have,
the-
for Halloween and Christmas, we don't. It's in my thought process for next year, and possibly every movie have some sort of a sponsor to where we can maybe do more giveaways and have more items and stuff. So, and speaking of 2023, I will have my calendar for the Board of Works of all the events that I want to do for the parks and everything by the end of January.
Okay.
So, and I have some new ones that I've kind of come up with, so I'm excited.
I knew you were gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that stuff.
Thank you.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Community Development, Kimberly.
I have a folder full. Okay, on the agenda, I have down the Braden printer copier, for the community development office. The reason I'm bringing this tonight is so I can lock in my 2022 rates before they go up for 2023. So, I wouldn't, obviously, if it's approved tonight, it'll be a couple months before we see the printer. So, and the reason for this is so that I will be able to be a little bit more independent, and not have to send everything out, for flyers and that type of thing, outside of house. Everything will be able to be in the office. And Braden is the company that most offices use. So.
Is there a certain amount of, I see down below it, maintenance, there's a figure for black and white and color. Is there a certain amount that comes with this maintenance agreement that you can do, or is that above and beyond?
This is just for the copier itself or printer. They'll have a, like a contract later on, once this gets ordered, so that'll be the next step.
I can't remember for sure, 2023, what did we put in the budget for a copy of this?
It was like 6, I think.
Okay, so you're well within the budget.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the Braden copy agreement.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
And then the next thing that I had emailed, I believe last week, I received an email about the caroling that they did. I think it was in 2020 and 2021. They would love to come back and do the Horse Strong Trolley on the 17th of this year. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention. I sent it to Chief Shoemaker and to, I believe, Jason, to let them know of the route, and they have it all. They have it all spelled out on the map. I will say it is different from last year. The only reason is because of State Road 28 being closed on the east side, so they're heading out west.
Chief Shoemaker, you didn't see any problems with it. I think everything went well.
Yes.
For years when they've been out. It's a great idea.
So they'll be making stops. They start at the fairgrounds and work their way around and then go back to the fairgrounds. And then the last thing that I have is we usually send the sidewalk, ice, and snow removal letters to the downtown merchants. And I proposed this year to send them out a little sooner so that they can prepare and kind of remind everyone that yes, we're in the winter months and snow does happen and ice, and just be prepared for their storefronts. So I just want to make sure that you guys approve the letter and that we can get those sent out to them.
I think it's worked in the past. I don't think that I've heard of any problems with it. So,
Okay.
No.
And I appreciate the Kimberly being proactive.
Yes.
More back with her.
Yes.
Thank you.
I always like reminders. That's how I always feel about it. Any reminders in my life. So. Oh, I have everything.
Okay, thank you. Okay, HR.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So in your packet, you have the proposed procedure for the random drug testing that we are hoping to begin with the work comp management services. And the way that would work is the WCMS would randomly choose employees each quarter. They will then notify either myself or Cheryl Martin, the HR coordinator. And then one of us will contact the department head the morning their employee is required to test. The department head will then contact those employees, and the employee would have 1 hour to report to the WCMS facility on County Road 0 north-south. If an employee is not present that day at work, they would be notified as soon as their return to work and would at that point have 1 hour to report. That's the proposed procedure for that.
Had a chance to review these, and so yes, I'm thankful for this agreement, not only because it is also a fee for service. We're not paying an overall annual contractual fee per se. It's going to be the client's currency. It's very reasonable. So I'll make a motion we approve the random drug testing procedures that are presented to us.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye. And Megan, I'll add to that too. It makes it really nice because this company is going to handle it all from beginning to end on the drug testing, which I think is really going to help the HR department.
Yes, we very much appreciate your support in going this route. I think it's going to work out really well for us as a city.
Wes, what do you have for us? Yeah.
Mayor, we have two requisition certificates. One from the Frankfurt Police Station Building Corporation. And as the board is aware, we run these, in this case, the Police Station Building Corporation for approval first, and the corporation did approve this afternoon, and then we submitted to the board as well. This one would be able to onboard as they all are in construction and in ground work. And they didn't pay the contractors money and so much. It's $435,645.98. It's referenced as requisition certificate 07-P. So I don't know if I don't Megan, you've seen the police station.
Yes, but I think you're going to be speaking to.
Greg has not, if you want to look at it. And summary there.
Were you okay with Megan when you sent it to me? So,
The committee's.
And these are signed off as approved by the architect as well.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve requisition 07-P to Envoy for $435,645.98.
I'll second.
roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
Aye.
And then the second one is for the Aquatic Center. It's a progress payment on that. And it has been approved by the Frankfurt Redevelopment Authority. It was at a meeting this afternoon as well. This one is identified as requisition certificate number 07-A. It is for $489,600.03. The breakdown on it is, and this is through Envoy, R.L. Turner Corporation as a general contractor, $462,476.30. Envoy, $20,692. HWC Engineering, $6,431.73, and they also have signed off on this one. And I think Megan has the
There are no questions or anything. Okay. That's great. Thanks.
I make a motion that we approve requisition 07-A, the aquatic center for $489,600.03.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Megan Sheets.
That's all I have.
That's all. Okay. I think we're on schedule so far. Police station, aquatic center, everything's looking good, so next May, hopefully, fingers crossed, aquatic center, and police department. Okay, unfinished business. Does anyone have anything unfinished? Okay, new business. Carol, did you want to talk to us about this?
Yes, so you have before you the proposed meeting schedule for 2023 for both Board of Works and Council. Of course, we've just been talking about the Board of Works at this session. The only thing I would comment on is the October meeting typically conflicts with our Columbus Day holiday, which it does again this year. So consider moving it to a Tuesday, the next day, which would be a Tuesday. And the Christmas holiday for us next year falls on Monday and Tuesday. We have both of those days off. So that would move the last meeting of the year to Wednesday, December 27th. If you keep that same pattern and move to the next business day.
Which I think that's what the council decided to do, and I think that's what we would want to do as well. Thank you for putting that together for us. Does anybody have anything? Nothing? Anybody have anything? Ken? Brad? Nothing? Okay, I'll take the motion. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We'll see you here in about an hour.